Grey Wolf Entertainment presents the WWE Elimination Chamber Special with Simon Tackler and Nims Azua.
We are here with Big Time Bex, the man. There is just too many nicknames I could go through here.
I have a lot.
You do have a lot.
Becky Two Belts, the last kicker. I think that's it.
I think that's
still a few.
It's
It's
still
pretty good. Good
it's still a
collection.
fair few.
Yeah.
But we are here with the one and only Becky Lynch, and I've always wanted to say this, but Becky, what's the crack?
Oh, it's mighty. It's mighty. That's how you answer that question, by the way. I ask a lot of people, what's the crack? And they kind of get stumped. They're like, sobriety? I don't know, you know?
I was actually told by a friend that, you ask someone what's the crack, and if it's good, it's good crack, and if it's bad, it's minus crack. So is that correct?
Minus crack, yeah. If something's minus crack, it's minus crack, yeah.
I was also told that I need to try a chip sandwich as well, which is something else. So.
Amazing. What, you have never tried a chip sandwich?
No, I was looked at like I
What
was
have you
given
been
this.
doing?
I was
Have you
given.
had a Vegemite sandwich?
I was given the same look that.
Have you had a Vegemite sandwich?
Have
you?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Have you?
No,
Okay,
no,
yeah. 'Cause that stuff is disgusting. I love yous over here. That stuff.
What's in a chip sandwich?
Chips.
What kind of chips?
like crisps.
like-
Out of
no,
a
no,
bag
no.
or like hot chips?
No.
Like
I thought-
fries?
Yeah, fries.
Or we call them chips.
We call them chips.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
chips.
Real chips.
Yeah, real chips.
Okay.
Yeah, potatoes.
Okay.
Potatoes on bread.
Okay, that makes sense.
Come on.
Any sauce? Condiments?
Well, you can if you want. You can do a little, I think some people will put a little gravy on it, but no, you gotta stick to the basics, keep it simple.
Bread, chips.
Bread, chips.
Okay.
I feel like we've
More
gone.
bread.
More bread than chips.
I feel like we've gone off track a little bit. So I should ask you about
I
elimination.
feel very on track. This is my forte. People know me for wrestling, and being the best at that. But really, I am a potato and bread connoisseur. So, anything else you would like to ask me about chips or bread?
Well, I grew up in a fish and chip shop.
Oh, really? Wow.
Who makes better fish and chips? The British, the Irish, or the Australians? Yeah?
The Irish.
Okay, I figured you would say
Yeah,
that.
hands down.
I would've-
We won't fight about
it. I miss a chipper.
Yeah?
I miss a chipper, yeah.
Okay.
WA actually has some
We've got
really
some
good
good
fish and
ones.
chip shops here.
Really?
It's right on the water. Yeah,
Where
you
should I
should.
go?
That's a good question because we're from Victoria. So I probably should have thought that one through with a bit of local knowledge before I started spruiking up their fish and chip shop. So I apologise
Send
for
in your
that.
recommendations to the man.
But let's talk about Elimination Chamber. A very tough match.
Okay.
This, I know, we kind of have to. But, hey, we are looking forward to it so much. And this is the first time you're actually in the chamber. You've done literally everything else, including main event WrestleMania. And this is the first time you stepped in the chamber.
Yes,
It's crazy.
it is crazy.
Why is it taking you so long?
Well, 'cause I was too busy eating chip sandwiches.
And winning.
And winning. Winning at life. So it's taken me so long because I have been in the wonderful position of always having always holding some sort of championship when it came to WrestleMania time, or having won the Royal Rumble to go towards WrestleMania. So my path to WrestleMania has been clear. This is the first time in many years that my path to WrestleMania has not been clear.
Well,
It all hangs in the balance of tomorrow night. What happens here?
It does sound strange to think of a WrestleMania without Big Time Bex there, but I don't want to put that out into the ether there because I'm all about.
Nobody does.
I'm all about.
Nobody wants that. Don't we not?
I'm all about the good vibes, and I'm also a bit stumped because I'm trying to think about fish and chips, and you've got me on chips now. So,
Are you hungry too? I'm starving. I don't know what time of the day it is, but now we're talking about chips, and I love potatoes.
Let's change tracks to something else that I think we both love, and that's music.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about bread now.
Bro,
But okay,
we'll
go on.
get to bread later.
Yeah, all right.
Last time we had a chat, it was at WrestleMania in New Orleans, and you were telling us that your soundtrack to get pumped up, it's a bit of Rise Against and a bit of Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
But now that you and Seth have the baby in the mix, we know he's an old school metalcore guy.
Yeah.
Is the soundtrack still the same at home, or
Oh my gosh.
has it changed?
It's hard to bring this up. She loves You're Welcome,
Yeah.
She loves the old Disney soundtracks. She loves the Moana soundtracks. She's real into her princess stage, so she's real into Elsa and Anna. So she'd be going around twirling with the Let It Go and all that stuff. But on her own, well, I'm not jamming to Let It Go.
Yeah, okay. Not going to get you pumped up for the chamber?
No.
What's on the chamber playlist then?
You're welcome. No. So I'm really into the Wonder Years right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Philly band.
Mm-hmm.
Philly band, great band, amazing. Just saw them live not too long ago, and just incredible. And so yeah, I've been listening to them non-stop on repeat.
Okay, bit of an omen too. They're a Philly band. WrestleMania's in Philly.
Yep.
Do you think that'll give you some luck?
Absolutely. And I think there might be a performance there from them at no, well, I think they. I don't want to give away too much.
Do we say it's a kind of exclusive or not really?
No.
let's
I
not.
don't
Absolutely
think.
not
I don't
really.
know what I can give away. No. In fact, just let's kayfabe.
I'll-
Anyway, Wonder Year's great.
I'll throw it back to wrestling for a little bit because last year you had a great run in NXT. I'm a huge NXT fan. I've loved it since.
NXT's big here, right?
It's mega.
Yeah, it's mega.
Absolutely huge. It's superb. But your run back in NXT, the second sort of chapter, just belted out banger after banger after banger. Was that your intention to try and go down there and maybe, a rising tide lifts all boats sort of thing? Or were you just shocked at how good it was since you left?
The first one. So when I came into NXT, I was told that women can't punch and that women can't do this, women can't do that. I was at one stage told to move like a girl, and as a girl that was moving, I found that utterly confusing. And times are different. But the thing about when we came up, and I'm talking about myself, Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey, we didn't have anybody who had main event experience, who had been to the main event of WrestleMania, who had main evented pay-per-views, Raws, all of that stuff. We didn't have women that were constantly getting a lot of promo time or getting a lot of match time. Now we have that. And so I feel it is my duty and my obligation to show the women coming up what it's like, because all of the men, like Cena got to work with the caliber above him, and then the generation after that got to work with the Cenas and learn from them. And so people were constantly learning how to be main eventers and how to be how to handle yourself in those situations. And now we're kind of the first generation that get to impart that to the other generation. And so it was my pleasure to be able to do that.
It's pretty cool because now you do mention that next generation. Like you have girls like Tegan Knox is an absolute superstar on the Raw roster right now. Indy Hartwell, she's also on a big rise, and mixing up with veterans like yourself, Natalia, and there's a real another tier below that just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. Where there's no shortage now.
No, and so that's what happens, right? Like as life progresses, we're always improving, so the people coming up, they're always going to be learning from our mistakes and from our achievements, and that's what's happening. It's great. I love it because it puts me on my best game too, because you see what's coming and you don't want to be a step behind. And so I feel like right now, not that I feel like, I know I'm the best that I've ever been, and I think a lot of that has to do with the competition that I'm having.
Well, I can see that we've been told to wind up, probably because we've been wasting your time talking about chips. So,
was that a waste of time?
Absolutely
My
not.
time was not wasted.
but
I enjoyed that time.
all the best for tomorrow, and hope you put in a grand performance.
Thank you so much. I will.